Frankie and Tommy here. Previous episode highlights start with VIP line crimes, alien landlords, fake hunger, and courage doing chores.
Don't even sign a waiver. You know, go to you go to a restaurant, you'll get fucking pulled in and seated. So then all of a sudden it's like, in a weird way, you feel like you don't have to follow the rules.
One upgrade and suddenly basic instructions feel like terms and conditions nobody reads.
Yes. Yeah.
I always said I don't follow the rules.
Oh, I get what you become entitled.
Entitlement is when your ego gets priority boarding and your manners stay in economy.
Yes, and like I made myself up. Don't follow the rules. Break the rules, not the laws. Right?
Yes.
But then this shit happens and it becomes even more. I mean, I'll be honest, it got to a few points like when Terry came over, she traveled with me once.
Yeah.
And, like, it's almost embarrassing to say, but it's the fucking truth. If I was in the setting where I didn't get that treatment, I would just fucking cut to the front of the fucking line.
Cutting the line is wild. Doing it with confidence is villain cardio.
Of course you did, you entitled prick.
I mean, dude, I can remember many times where I would just fucking go to the, like 3 from the fucking front, just step in. And she would say, Shatir's like, what are you doing? I just say, just look forward.
That is not strategy. That is every man pretending he missed 4 angry sighs.
Never look back when you confront somebody.
Good morning.
I think if people would flip the fucking script on this. No, an alien. Oh my God, he's gonna fucking chew my head off. But think about this. Some fucker shows up in a craft that sits there and levitates, that can do shit that we have no clue how to do.
Yes.
This fucker knows something we don't.
If the Sky Roomba can levitate, I'm not opening Yelp. I'm taking notes.
Yes.
I seek people in their 90s so I can sit down and talk to someone because they've got knowledge they can hand down. And that's our fucking race, our species. Now we're talking about someone who could potentially have, let's just call it 100 times our knowledge base.
That alien has 100 times the knowledge and still probably can't reset a password.
These fuckers are just trying to make sure we don't destroy the fucking earth because they're like, look, you dumb fuckers, there's some shit we want there. You destroy this, you're really fucking us up.
It certainly seems like we are leading a conversation somewhere.
If it's gone, we'd have been gone a long time.
Exactly. Earth is not invaded. We're just the loud apartment upstairs.
Hard to argue with that.
Well, one thing I can tell you, if I looked like that, I would not have had a wrestling career.
John turned one blurry clip into a full performance review with no HR present.
I saw this and I was going, oh, I gotta have some fellow Anderson. I quickly texted Jimmy, like, Jimmy, I got a clip of Anderson's first time in the ring because I was like, there's Fat John before it. And then the crowd starts chanting out. Just imagining you the first time it happened, brother.
Yeah, I'm telling you, brother, it's literally, and I'm not trying to be a dick when I say this. You don't get contracts when you look that way. So never hungry, never full.
That sounds like my fridge giving wellness advice at 11:47 p.m.
Okay. Yeah.
And so really, but here's the thing. This is the talk I have to have with most people who are overweight. And God knows I have to have this talk with myself often as well.
Talk to me.
So most people eat until they get a very strong signal, which usually is some sort of pressure or even pain, to say stop. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Feeling of full goes away. They think you're hungry. You're not hungry. You're just not full anymore.
Half the group chat just got exposed by a sentence about leftovers.
So they're basically, basically eating full, not quite full, so you're just constantly overeating, but that's what you've adapted. It's like if you're not, pressure's gone, oh, I'm hungry. like I'll tell people, look, I'm gonna feed you, the meals I'm gonna feed you are not big, they're not small. And usually I'm almost always bigger than my clients. So the example is I could eat one of the meals I'm feeding you and I wouldn't be hungry. I wouldn't be full, but I wouldn't be hungry.
That is basically eating like rent is due and your jeans have boundaries.
Hey guys, courage. We're talking some courage today. Courage. Courage isn't loud. No. Courage isn't loud. Jimmy, it's not loud. No, courage isn't loud, it's visible.
Courage is not a LinkedIn announcement. It is folding laundry when nobody claps.
Courage is not loud, period. And that is the mistake that most people make, I think. We seem to think that courage has to announce itself. It's like, oh, Jimmy, you ready for this one? Sorry to all my folks I'm going to offend with what I'm going to say next. I got to have a big TEDx speech. Oh, yeah? Or the big declaration. I'm going to go on my journey to lose 100 pounds starting next Friday.
Next Friday is where plans go to wear sweatpants and disappear.
Or this one, Jim, this one. The big dramatic moment, which is, this is now who I am. I am arrived. I left LinkedIn for 6 months and I'm back. Yeah. Oh, yeah? Well, and sometimes, yes, okay, courage can look like that. Sure, courage can look like exactly all those things that I just showed you. But most of the time, here is what I suspect. Courage? Hey, Dwayne, it's quieter. It's more ordinary. It's more visible than vocal. It's actually what people can see you do when it would be easier not to. And this is, Jimmy, my blood pressure's going up right now. This is where people just get their whole minds in a whole rudder about this morning conversation.
Line crimes, alien landlords, snack math, and quiet courage. Watch the previous episode for highlights like this. Full show is up next.
Newsflash, fellas. The easiest man to manipulate isn't the insecure one.
It's the confident guy who hears those sweet words. You're exactly the kind of man who gets this.
Your ego isn't always your friend. Dr. John is back to show us how bullshit artists don't attack your confidence.
They ride it straight into your wallet.
Your business.
And your bedroom.
Only on The Big Show.
Good morning, nation. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to Mornings in the Live with Keith, John, and Friends, your live morning show for real talk, motivating content, and big conversations. We got Jimmy on the buttons, we got Kai on the buttons, and of course, we got our very own producer, Neiman, out there making sure the words sound as good as I look this morning. We got Dwayne and Rico doing the fucking arm wrestle for who's going to own the baby boomer token. He is toothless and proud. His name, Matt Roof. Talk, John's the bullshit professor. Kai's the shit professor. Brianna, you're always teaching me, man, every single Tuesday. Nation, you will not find this kind of knowledge anywhere on the planet to start your day other than Mornings in the Live with Keith, John, and Friends. Yo, it's Friday. Good morning, nation. What is shaking, nation? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday, June 26, 2026. Yes, it is day 177 of the year. If you've been hitting that snooze button one day since January, you are at least 26 hours and 30 minutes of your life gone to the button. More than a full day gone to a 9-minute lie down. You told yourself 177 days ago you weren't going to do it. Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Keith Billis. I am the handsome chief, yes, of the Mornings in the Lab Live Authority Network. We get up and get after every single day, 7:30 Eastern Time with Matt Roof, 8 o'clock with myself and John Anderson. Today we got a big show. We got a guy who ate a monkey. Yeah, he didn't show up yesterday, but he got here today. Yeah, Yossi is coming up today on the show. He'll be hearing about, we hope he's hearing about 28 minutes. Yes. Hey, quick check-in before we start the show, good guys. Good morning, Rico. I see you there. Rico, we got the Rico Minute. We get the show going in a quick minute because of you, brother. Hey, listen, good morning, K. Jarls, Carls, all the way from wherever you are. It looks like you might be somewhere over there, maybe down under. Hey, quick reminder, you guys, this is an X-rated experience. We do not bleep. We do not soften. We drop every fucking bad word in the planet. So, hey, do not negotiate with the algorithm. If the parents are around, get the parents out. Kids, welcome to the big show that we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Hey, guys, guess what? What's coming up here today in the big show? We've got, hey. The Morning Loop is opening this morning with a soccer story that's actually not a soccer story. USA had the World Cup figured out last night, already through Group D, and then Pochettino rotated up to nothing. Turkey eliminated, scored at 90 plus 8 to win 3-2. Yeah, there you go. That's the entire show in 8 letters, 3-2. Boom, boom, hey. And then we got Peter Parker bringing us the conversation desk today. So we've got some AI regulations, the most honest Florida man. Jimmy, I keep finding myself wandering back to the news in Florida. What's fucking good, everyone? Good morning, KJ Carls. Where are you joining me from, KJ Carls? Jimmy, where's KJ Carls joining us from here today? Yeah. Hey, you guys all want to go to Florida? The news from Florida is crazy, man. I'm telling you. Good morning, Holroyd. What a shaking Holroyd. Today, Yossi Ginsburg, 22 years old, Israeli Navy, reads Papillon. He books a flight to Bolivia, ends up in the Amazon for 3 weeks. Yeah, and then Daniel Radcliffe played him in the movie. I think it was The Jungle Book. Yeah, you guys remember that book? Hey, hour 2, Dr. John Petrocelli, the full 40 minutes. Oh, yeah, the big fucking USA, KJ Carls joining us. Good seeing you, brother. Whereabouts in the big fucking US area joining us from? Good to see you, pal. If it's your first time to the lab, I welcome you to the Mornings in the Lab community. We get up and get after it live Monday through Friday. KJ Carls, look above you. His name is Adam Holroyd. He's the OG here. He's been here since day one, and I know he is excited to have you here as much as I am. Hey, Dr. John Petrocelli's coming in today. The bullshit professor. The claim on the table today. Confident men. Easier to manipulate than the insecure ones. Yeah, and he grades it on data, not on vibes. Morning focus. We're not chasing the morning. We're taking it. And then we're going to get some stuff coming through the rest of the table here today. Hey, guys, guess what? My name is Keith Billis. I'm the handsome chief. This is the show we call Mornings in the Lab because you know what, Jimmy? Hey, the Morning Loop. Hey, Rico, less than a minute. The Morning Loop, it starts right now.
Good morning, nation. Tommy, what the hell happened to you? You look like you fought a cloud.
I'm fine. I'm just thinking because it's Friday again and John is here. And that 100-fold paper thing from last week is still screwing with me.
Still? Bro, it's been a week. The paper moved on. You need closure. No, listen. 1 fold is nothing. 2 folds, fine. Then suddenly, it's taller than the damn universe?
That's not science anymore. That's Dr. John walking in, dropping math witchcraft, then leaking Tommy unsupervised.
That's why I love the doctor of bullshit. He gives us one idea, then ruins Tommy's entire week.
Tommy's still folding paper in his soul. We've got a show to do. Let's start the Morning Loop.
Oh, I'm loving him. We got the other OG here as well. His name is Mike Sullivan. Good morning, KJ. Meet Mike Sullivan. He's above you. He's one of our OGs, and I am grateful you are here as well, Sully. And KJ, I am grateful you are here as well, guys. Hey, coming up today, 3 names: Petro, Yossi, and Carl Ruprechter. Yeah, I don't know why, but Petro's the scientist, Yossi is the survivor, and Jimmy, Carl? I have no idea who the hell Carl is, but Carl's the warning. Pick which one you're tuning into this morning because we're talking about it coming up on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Yes, you can tell me something. Tell me something. KJ, tell me what's shaking. Can I tell you something? Yes, please tell me something. All right, let's get into the trending topic. Hey, so you guys soccer fans or are you football fans? Yeah. Hey, Jim, what term do I use today? Do I use soccer or do I use football? Anyways, yesterday,
USA was up 2-0, already through, starters resting. Turkey had 0 goals, 0 points, and somehow stole the whole room.
America didn't park the bus. They parked their attention. Somebody started mentally packing cleats before the referee found 8 extra minutes.
That's the lesson. Confidence is useful until it turns off the radar. The moment you stop scanning, life scores in stoppage time.
The story here is that when you look in the other direction, the other direction hits you straight in the face. Hey, KJ. Hey, Jimmy. We got breaking news from KJ Carls. I'm bisexual. KJ, I'm not. Oh, baby, I'm not, but I'm living longer today after last night's experience with my beautiful wife, Lauren. Yeah, we're both living longer today, baby. Oh, baby, we sure are. Wonderful dinner, wonderful bike ride, and some wonderful time together. So I am not bisexual, but I'm certainly sexual. Yeah, and hey, happy Pride, man. Also, absolutely. Hey, KJ, we had a big conversation about this a couple days ago, and it was put on the table. Why is it that, hey, dude, it's absolutely okay. You're certainly welcome here. Why is it that we spend one day celebrating Remembrance or Veterans Day, and we spend a whole month celebrating Pride Day? I don't know. It's Pride Month. I'm just asking the question. I got no judgment, just asking Jillian Michaels was asking the question. She was asking earlier this week, going, hey, why is it society in America spends the whole month talking about Pride, and yet we spend one day celebrating freedom? Hey, Jimmy, we got a wonderful clip. I got a conversation starter about a comedian sat down with Rogan. Was asking some questions, which I think are legitimately asked, which is, how come we got to make everything gay? Like, all of a sudden it's like it's the gay hockey team or gay football team. And listen, I don't care. I'm just asking the questions. Do you think when you started a corporation that it was like, hey, okay, it's Pride Month, we gotta add the flag? And listen, you're welcome, but I sometimes wonder if society has our things all messed up. I just kind of wonder. KJ says, because of all the, this is true too, because of all the people that get killed. Yeah, listen, I got no time for violence. I don't care what sex, what color, who you are. I got no time for violence at all, frankly. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Sullivan says, hey, KJ, we believe in freedom and tolerance, the place for insight, health, advice, improvement. Sullivan says it. Sullivan's actually got it right. This is a safe space for everybody, whether you're gay, whether you're straight, whether you're bisexual, whether you're transgender, whether you're green, purple, orange. Maybe, hey, Jimmy, maybe KJ is like an UAP, an unidentified, what was Jimmy? Anomalous phenomena? Maybe? I don't know. But anyways, everybody is welcome here in the lab. Yeah, and what? In the 19, they tried to abort. What? Dude, that's crazy shit, man. That's absolutely crazy shit going on there. All right, hey, so the trending topic, the USA kind of got side draft yesterday in soccer. So that is what we threw on the table this morning. All right, coming up in a couple minutes, Johnny Anderson's joining myself in the lab here. Man, have you guys seen some of the craziness? I see your clip there, Kai. Thanks for that one. Hey, Jamil, what is shaking? Where are you joining me from this morning? Where are you joining me from this morning? Hey, we got Hino Maru as well. What's going on, Hino Maru? Good to see you in the comments as well. We got a lot of activity coming in the comments this morning. Coming up in about 20 minutes, we got Yossi Ginsburg. The guy spent a month hanging out in the Amazon, and here's what saved him. Yeah, and I think he ate a monkey. Stuck on that yesterday, so I'm kind of talking about it again today. Yeah, true story. All right, hey, listen, okay, what do we got on the conversation desk this morning? Well, before we bring in Anderson, listen. Have you guys seen some of the sights coming out of Venezuela? Jimmy, let's run that clip.
Venezuela just got hit by twin monster quakes, and one guy still filmed it like he was reviewing hotel Wi-Fi.
Funny visual, terrifying reality. Buildings shook, people ran, and northern Venezuela is now dealing with death, injuries, and aftershocks.
That's the lesson. Disaster doesn't wait for perfect timing. Have a plan before your calm becomes a cigarette commercial.
You guys see some of the visuals coming out of Venezuela? Oh my God, horror. Absolutely horror. Jimmy, throw some stuff on the screen here, man. I'm talking horror. Man, not horror. Like thousands of people dead, lost, buildings falling. It is, I was watching some of the destruction today, and it was horrible. Bro, I would never eat a monkey either. Yeah, no, but Johnny Anderson ate monkey brains. Coming up, John's going to talk about that, and Yossi Ginsburg apparently ate a monkey. And is that like eating a human? I don't know, just asking the question. But it was Venezuela. Man, the visuals there are just horrific. And, You know, there's two of them happened, I guess, over a period of time there. But yesterday, or I guess the day before, there's like 3 or 4 around the planet the whole time. Hey, so here's a question, Jimmy. Do you wonder if maybe, I don't know, the world's kind of crazy these days. I wonder if like maybe somebody detonated like a massive like nuclear bomb in the core of the planet. I wonder. I wonder if somebody like, hey, because there's some little bit of weirdness happening in the world. So it's like, hey, we should do some testing. I know. Let's go to a big mountain in the middle of nowhere, and then let's just go detonate the big nuclear bomb and see what happens. Because listen, Jimmy, Kai, if you guys kind of look around there was, I think, 4 to 6 earthquakes in less than 24 hours on the entire planet. Never happened before. Why is that? You know, I don't know. Yeah, I know KJ Carlos. Oh my God, rest in peace for all the people who died. I am with you, man. Too many people died. I'll tell you who didn't die. Hey, we got a guest we're looking for. Jimmy, we found. Why are we plural today? I found. Yeah, I sure did. I found the dude. Yeah, the world's smallest penis owner. Jimmy, I was struck by this title when the title of it was penis owner. Yeah, the world's smallest penis owner launches the
World's smallest penis, biggest internet invoice, $6 grand on GoFundMe. Funny headline, hell, until you realize this guy says he can't pee normally.
The joke is tiny, but the issue isn't. A medical condition, pull-ups at 38, and dignity being crowdfunded in public.
That's America now. One man's private problem becomes everybody's comment section, and somehow the punchline is also the healthcare plan.
Steve Neiman, yeah, Harp and DARPA, exactly with that one, 100%. All right, so listen, we found him. And Kai, Kai, we talked this morning about guests. This could not be more obvious to me, and I'm sure it's obvious to you. But Michael Phillips, 38-year-old from North Carolina. Maybe, Nation, we want to get behind him. Maybe we want to become part of this entire situation for this fellow. He's got a 0.38-inch micro penis. Jimmy. 0.38, dude. Yeah, I don't even know how to comment on that. I see Johnny might be joining us here in the lab here in a few minutes, but I'm telling you, man, 0.38 of an inch. Yeah, so he's on his way for GoFundMe. He's seeking $6 grand. So, Nation, I'm thinking that we just might want to get behind this. You know, for dermal filler enlargement surgery. Kai, we got to get him on the show next week. He states the procedure would address urination problems, at least urination problems. Hey, Charlie, I wonder if he just kind of stuck the tip in. Oh, wait a minute, there's no tip to stick it in. Yeah. Anyways, hey, Jay, what's going on, brother? Good to see you out there in X. Jay's out there in X all the time. Jay, my boy Jay, he's been with us for a couple years now. Good to see you out there, brother. Hey, Jay, I found a guy with a 0.38-inch micro penis looking to raise $6 grand to grow it. Yeah. And KJ's wondering why I'm looking it up. No, KJ, I just showed up in my feed. Anyways, the guy states, oh, good, Johnny's here. Jimmy, I think Johnny is going to want to have a bite or is it a nibble of this conversation because he has no idea what he's walking into, which is what's even better. Jimmy, let's bring the young man in himself. Let's see if he can walk for 0.38 inches into the lab. His name... I love it.
Ellie working pretty hard on that, but that was a cool looking trike, though.
Dude, you were working super hard. Your legs were just fucking going.
I was expecting to see, with the look on my face, I was expecting to see a little bit more resistance.
How are you, pal? Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good. Sorry, I'm a minute late. Fuck, I was in my work. I had lost track of the last couple minutes of my morning.
Oh, so you had so I got 2 minutes left. No, you only got one. Next thing you know, the 2 minutes is go. No, Jay, you can't miss this show. Johnny.
You know, of course, I don't like to point fingers or blame. Was I'm accountable.
Yeah.
Late. Yes. Terry actually set the clock on the clock on the stove. It moves a little fast or slow, and then you reset it. So she set it back 2 minutes. So normally I'm used to that clock being fast. And I looked at my phone, I'm like, oh, fuck, the clock and my phone are the same. I'm late.
Are you one of the dudes? I am in my house where if there's a few clocks, they all have to fucking be the same. Like, I can't look at the microwave.
Fucking clock in both houses.
So I'm with you there, 100%.
In toddler, there's no clock.
Yeah. So I listen. I'm with it. I don't need clocks, but just the way our house is constructed, there's the coffee maker and then there's a microwave, and they have a clock on top of each other. Johnny, if they're not the fucking same time, I can't exist because I'm like, what?
Put it on a different screen.
Because then I'm like, what time is it? If that one's 7:16 and this one's 7:17, even if they're 4 seconds behind, it fucks with my head. I'm like, no, it's good. So I'll stand there and I'll time it out to make sure that they fucking change the same time.
When there was multiple digital clocks around, I was more that way.
Yeah. No, KJ, this is not the guy who ate a monkey. No, this guy eats. Maybe I know he ate monkey brains, but this guy over here, my brother John Anderson, eats a little bit of protein every now and then. Speaking of brother, I hit all my marks again yesterday. Hit all my marks yesterday. Had a great day. Went out for a wonderful little bike ride with Lauren. Went to a restaurant, had some chicken and salad, and fucking feeling pretty good today, brother.
It's the thing like this, brother. Yes, you're speaking physically, yes, but what you're actually feeling, most importantly, is you fucking raise your vibration.
A gazillion %, 100%.
That's the part that fucking feels so good.
Yes. Yeah. I'll tell you what it is actually. Oh, and you know, but I think because I'm doing this journey in front of everybody with you. What feels good, Johnny, you know exactly what I'm going to say next, is all the non-decisions I made yesterday. Getting pulled into spots that would suck me back into old things. For example, Lauren was making a tray of goodies for the kids today, last day of school, right? So she's making some shit up and she's like, hey, and I saw a bunch of shit on the counter that Anderson, I normally probably would have won over and dabbled here and dabbled there and dabbled here, but you know what? Nope.
Making good decisions. Did you know what that dabble is? That's a little chip on your self-esteem.
That's exactly it. Yeah, so I went to bed last night. You know what it was? Like, okay, I made all good decisions all day today. Got up this morning, not feeling bad because I made a self-sabotaging decision yesterday. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? And then they just feed them. They just feed themselves. And you know what's great is you and I talked last Friday. It's been 7 days of doing this now, and I'm like, oh, it's just one of those things, like normal, right? So,
here's the thing: put this on the most basic level, right?
Yeah.
If the plan is to go from this microphone to this camera, and that's the plan.
Yeah,
we don't even have a purpose for it. It's just this is the plan is this. Boom, boom.
Yes.
If we don't do that, we don't feel good. If we do it, we feel good.
Yeah, that's
the plan.
That's exactly it. And too often we overcomplicate it. Too often.
You said you got sucked into some shit. Check this out. I had a really fucking interesting revelation yesterday.
Tell me.
So, I say I protect myself by saying I don't do things for money unless I enjoy it. Right? What?
Yeah. I'm wondering where you got sucked into. I'm listening.
So it's like when it comes to a business, or some sort of investment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I live by that because you invest, you're with that. You don't. It's not like you. Oh yeah, it's just put it over here and you're done. Nah, it doesn't work that way.
No, it doesn't work that way. No.
No, I mean, so anyway, point being is that. So what I do have fun with though is like making bets with my buddies. You know what I mean? Like hey, buy this option. Hey, buy this coin. Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of fun. You know what I mean? So it's like a way for me to fucking scratch that thing that's deep inside me without going to a casino.
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
One of my buddies, he doesn't do it. He's like, dude, this one. He goes because he's known me. Dude, this must do something fucking really deep for you. I said, oh, this is an itch I can't get my finger on. Only this does it. Anyway, so over the last couple of months, I've hit some pretty good pops.
Yeah.
Anyway, so but what I didn't realize was what it had done is it kind of changed some of the little micro behavior patterns, like getting up in the morning. I'm going to check this. I'm going to check that. That makes sense.
Absolutely.
It's fun a little bit. But
yes.
We started hitting. I was like, all of a sudden it turned into be more. It just fucking next thing you know, I'm like, okay, the streak is over, dude. This it happens. You get them and they go away. You lose some. You're done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Man, I'm sitting there looking for the next one. Like, dude, what are you doing? This is not part of the drill. The drill is you get a text and you go place a bet. That's how it works.
You know what's funny is you had the awareness that you were getting sucked in, right? You're like, wait a minute, what's happening here?
Well, the funny thing was, it was like I didn't even realize that was it. I was like, I started noticing, like, dude, why the fuck is your attention span getting so fucking short?
There you go.
When I was like when I go at nighttime, I like to learn. I'm
I
find something. Usually, I can find something. Okay, this will interest me enough to lull me to sleep. You know. I find myself fucking watching 3 minutes, switching, going. Do you think that there's going to be a better fucking show on how the Amish cool their fucking homes for free? You know, but it was just that my mind was looking for that next fucking thing. And I was like, wait, where's this coming from? And then I started to realize, holy shit.
Yeah.
You're fucking constantly checking these fucking charts. It's just, it's like scrolling, dude.
Dude, it's the brain. It's just, it convinced you to step. It just convinced you until you stop it, right? You can see when we talk how it's so easy to get sucked into that, isn't it? Like, honest to God.
And then I started to realize, okay, your attention span short, so it goes deeper.
Yes.
And you're of course you're still grateful for the most part, but what you're missing is that thing that you get from creating. Where is that right now?
Absolutely.
That dopamine thing, it was all of my dopamine. Normally my dopamine is into the creation. Like, ooh, if I try this idea on this idea, on this part of the business, what will I get?
Yeah.
That's the kind of dopamine because it's creating.
All
of that fucking energy was being sucked over and look at Trump.
Yeah.
So I woke up this morning and I was like, okay, no fucking charts. Literally, I had to remind myself, you know, but literally that quick. As soon as my energy, my focus went to creating, I felt this. And I'm like, God damn it, man. It's and if I didn't have the self-awareness, I probably would have fucking gone on for decades like this.
I was just gonna say, and it's funny, I was talking to somebody about our show yesterday, and I said this show has changed my life because of the self-awareness alone. Because we talk about this shit all the time. Like yesterday, I found myself just whatever I was doing, and I'm like, okay, self-awareness. Oh no, right? Just like you this morning, right? Like, wait a minute, right?
Yeah.
Self-awareness is a powerful thing. And if you're not talking about it, how can you have self-awareness? Like, seriously. Like, honest to God.
You have to practice it every day.
If you don't, you just, like you said it. If you had no self-awareness, you would have woke up decades later still fucking chasing charts. Like, I'm the same way. I'm like, okay, I'm going to become an expert in this now, right? So, hey,
I mean, like, I'm all for it. You text me, hey, my guy said there's a great option. I'm all for fucking playing that bitch. You know what I mean? But the difference is, I got a text. We're doing it together. We're trading some fun texts. Hey, did you see that? Hey, fucking sell it. It's like it's like watching a ball game, you know, through a text. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's almost like the thing with the guys, you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
And then all of a sudden the guys went home and I'm still fucking looking.
Yeah.
I'm the last one of the fucking bar, you know what I mean?
Oh man, I got something for you. Yossi Ginsburg joining us in about 7 minutes or so. He missed us yesterday. He's going to be joining us today. But Johnny, I got something for you, man.
Yeah.
The monkey guy. Yeah, the guy stuck in the Amazon. But dude, I got something for you. I think
real quick, let's just get this straight. He ate monkeys. He didn't sodomize them like you and Bobo. Let's leave that part of the conversation out. We're gonna scare him away.
I'll make sure I don't put that one on the table with him. But dude, I'm gonna put something on the table with you. So I want you to pull your pinky finger out and look how long it is, because I found a fellow, Johnny, and I'm thinking we might have to get him on the show. Maybe the show has to get behind this guy. Jimmy, don't run the clip, but I want to talk about it with Johnny. John, there's a fellow out of North Carolina. Maybe he's neighbors with our buddy Petro. He's actually just started a GoFundMe campaign.
Is it Petro in Pennsylvania?
Oh yeah, I was getting fucking confused. You're right. Yes, I think so. Anyways, this dude here, Johnny, he's got he owns a 0.38 inch micro penis. And he's launched a GoFundMe campaign for dermal filler enlargement because he's having urination problems. And so I'm thinking urination problems might be.
Listen, of all the insecurities a man has to fucking go public and say, I got a millimeter Peter, I need help. That's pretty fucking ballsy.
Believe me. That's why I want to fucking get behind this guy. Like, I'll put the $6,000 on the table. Like, fuck, I'll help this dude, because you're right. To come up and say I'm 0.38 of an inch.
You put $6,000 on the table for this guy. You know how many other fucking millimeter Peters are going to show up here looking for $6,000?
Good morning, Whitaker. Good morning. You're hanging out with Keith and John this morning. Oh man, we're on.
That's like the sign when you go to the fucking campgrounds.
Yeah.
If you feed the fucking wild animals, they'll stop feeding themselves.
That's exactly it. Oh, hey, so if you've been paying, I know, listen, one of the greatest movies of all time, and I actually, the way that we create content, especially here in the lab, certainly is influenced by this. Hey, Jimmy, run this what we're talking about. I don't think we need to run any. I don't think there's a clip. Jimmy, they'll run a clip, but if you have the daily opinion, let's just run it while we're talking here, just so I can talk over it with Johnny here. Heat. No, not that one, Jimmy. No, not that one. The daily opinion. It's Heat. So I found a clip yesterday, man. Do you remember the movie Heat with Michael Mann? Like, it's old school. Val Kilmer. It was like a big blow up, like a bank robbery movie. It was on
One of my favorite movies of all time.
All time. Hey,
you got fucking De Niro and Pacino at the fucking table.
Oh,
the fucking and that should have been the high point of the movie, but they still kept going.
dude, one of the greatest, if not the greatest movie of all time. That shootout scene, oh man! And I grabbed the clip and I saw it yesterday as I was kind of working on today's show. And yeah, Dwayne Whitaker, I'm with you, man. And it's funny because when I make content, like the vision for the content we create, I lean into Michael Mann and Christopher Nolan. But man, that movie is so
Michael Mann. He must be a producer or something.
Yeah, director. Yeah, he also made Michael. He made that. Yeah, he directed and he also did Miami Vice. So if you remember Miami Vice, that look and that aesthetic, he was the guy behind Miami Vice, and he was the guy behind Heat, which was
one of the things I loved about was the way that they like for me is like doing life for murder.
Oh, okay.
I think they had a slightly different set of rules.
Yeah. Well, I thought maybe there was just maybe if we didn't have to kill you, I
think the difference is with them is that like these bank robbers, their loyalty was to the money.
Yeah.
The groups like that, it's a brotherhood. Run so much deeper. They're keeping this is how they keep the top of the mountain.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
The bank robbers will be at the bottom of the mountain as long as they got all the money.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you're right, Dwayne. Then everybody wanted to be robbers. That's exactly after that movie came out. You're right. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I want to put a mask on and go try to rob something." Speaking of robbing something, I'm not sure why we always have crazy stuff coming out of the state of Florida, especially when it comes to like sexual activities and.
You get this old fucking guy walking around in the G-string again. Is that what we got? Another offense from this fucker.
I actually got a guy coming out of Walmart. Well, Jimmy, run the clip so we can talk about it.
Florida man got fired, got bored, went to Walmart, and somehow made unemployment a criminal motive.
The wild part? He left before police arrived, then came back. That's not impulse control, Pi. That's a return policy.
Funny headline, serious lesson. Boredom plus bad judgment can turn one stupid moment into a court date.
Yes, the guy went into the men's clothing section, exposed himself, masturbated, and then he left. And then he came back because he was bored. I know. That's exactly what is there to say to that? There's actually nothing to say to that. But I'll say this.
My first thing is, God damn it. I'm a father, dude. I turn a corner. My little fucking girl is anywhere close by, and some guy's standing there jerking off.
Oh,
I'm going to whip this dude's ass and fucking throw him back in the dressing room.
Dude, I saw a clip of a fellow in, at a beach resort here a couple days ago, and he was what you just said, standing on on the boardwalk, just fucking getting after it, ding, 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 ding. A father saw him, did exactly what you said. I didn't pull it up because it was kind of a negative experience. I'm like, nah, we're about positive fun shit. But that's exactly what it was, Johnny. He was standing there with his fucking junk out on the boardwalk, just yanking it. And then some dad looked over and it's like, and you heard on the video, it was like, what the fuck you doing? He went and fucking pummeled him down. A bunch of other guys jumped on him. But it's exactly what you said would happen. Like,
well, the same gentleman I was talking about doing life, he actually took care of a couple of these fucking weirdos for me. Because between Terry and the relationship I had before her, both of them had fucking serious fucking stalkers.
No shit.
Yeah, and like pulling their fucking shit out and doing this. And so hey, John, his name was John. We call him John. I say, John. He goes, you know what to do. He's basically telling me that there's a certain way he wanted me to communicate with him.
Of course.
And then, all I had to do was explain what was going on and the problem would disappear. And of course, he's not killing somebody for that. He's just probably fucking choking them to death with their own fucking junk.
Yes.
Not literally to death, but this fucking, I mean, when it comes down to it, it's not, but these fuckers don't understand that if they're exposing that to a kid, that can be like mind altering for a child.
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever, actually. So, all right, listen, before we get to Yossi, Johnny, we talk peptides on the show. We talk cannabis. We talk AI. I'm going to put something on the table for you and I to kind of have an awareness chat. So the 5 Eyes Intelligence Alliance, Jimmy, hang tight on the clip, Jimmy, before I set it up for you. So there's a 5 Eyes Intelligence Alliance, John, that is a bunch of major governments around the world that have been watching what's happening on the intelligence side of things, especially with AI, and they're essentially saying that probably in the next number of months, perhaps by the end of the year, we may experience some massive havoc in the world and on the internet because these models have got to a point where they're breaking into shit that people couldn't break into for fucking ever. So the worry is that there's a chance something happens. What does that mean? Whether it's some cyber attack or whether a big business gets taken down, but these cyber threats, these threats that we keep hearing about are getting worse and worse and worse. And it's not, this is US, this is Canada. All the big nations are saying, heads up, everybody, awareness.
Hey, dude, it's weird you say that because I've been slowly fucking moving all of my coins off of I don't keep much on exchanges, of course.
That's smart.
Then move them. So basically I have the I guess you would be the what, there's two different terms. There's the wallet that it's not really meant to be buying and selling it, but
you got a cold wallet. Yep. Yeah.
There's one that I can hold in my hand, and there's another one that's actually on the computer. But all you need is the phrases. You don't need anything else.
That's right. Yeah, you want to have as much of your stuff on a cold wallet that you put in your pocket, you take with you, and that has the phrases on it.
The process of just continually moving.
Yes, exactly. Speaking of moving, Johnny, we got our guest. He was moving in a different direction yesterday, but he's here today. Yossi, I see you looking in there, brother. His name is Yossi Ginsburg. He's joining myself and John Anderson for a fascinating conversation about a discovery and a journey through the Amazon. And that conversation starts right now.
Your calendar is full, but your body hears danger. That's the strange part. Nothing is actually chasing you. Still, your chest tightens. Your mind starts running. You spend the day surviving a physical threat that isn't there. Yossi Ginsburg learned that difference the hard way. He survived the real jungle, then studied the imaginary one.
At 22, after 3 years in the Israeli Navy, he chased freedom into South America, fueled by Papillon.
In Bolivia, he followed a stranger who promised hidden tribes and gold. That choice pulled 4 men into uncharted jungle. The group fractured. 2 companions were never found. Then the river took Yossi's raft and left him alone. No food, no gear, no map, just rain, jungle, pain, and a mind trying not to break. For about 19 days, survival shrank to one instruction: walk downriver. Keep moving. Do the next possible thing. Then help came from the river. After nearly 3 weeks alone, Yossi stepped back into the world. But he didn't run from that place forever. In 1992, he returned to the valley and helped build Chalalan Eco Lodge. Jungle became an international bestseller, then a major screen adaptation. His story reached people far beyond the river. So when your mind turns stress into danger, listen closely. Yossi knows what's real, what isn't, and what saves you. Yossi, welcome to the lab. We're honored to have this conversation with you today.
Ronnie, he slept through a snooze alarm yesterday. Oh, he sure did. I know. I think he hit the snooze one too many times, but he's here today. His name, Yossi Ginsburg.
You're right to grill me.
You knew I was going to give it to you, brother. Thanks for hanging out with myself and Johnny today. How are you, pal?
Fantastic. It's a good
Where are you
Friday.
joining us from?
I'm right now in Crete, on the island of Crete in Greece.
Yes.
I'm building a little resort. So this is right now a construction site. It's very bare, but it's all coming together beautifully.
Dude, that's freaking cool, man. So you're sitting in Crete. You got a hat that I want. I'm going to have to arm wrestle Anderson for that hat, but that's a fucking pretty cool hat, Johnny.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, let's have a better look at that.
Yeah.
Look, this is a kind of a new identity. it's a Kyrgyz. It's from Kyrgyzstan. And I've been traveling now to Kyrgyzstan, and I really fell in love with the country. And I'm building tents. The best tents in the world are made in Kyrgyzstan. And part of the plan here, I want to put a few tents between the olive groves. So I got this hat, and it doesn't leave my head anymore. Kind of, I really like it. I'll get you guys. I can get you one. I just
we'd love abs. If you can get one for Keith and John, that'd be awesome, brother. 100%.
What's hanging off the back of it?
There's this little thing here.
Oh, okay. A little tall. I got you. Okay. I couldn't see what it was. Yeah.
Dude, I
like stuff from other spots. You know, when I was traveling into Eastern Europe a lot, we used to often trade. Like we would, if I had my MHP sponsored athlete's jacket, I would trade that for one of the guys in, say, Russia or Poland, just because to have something from another place was really, really fucking cool to pull that out of the closet, you know?
Yeah. So, Johnny, did you notice Yossi's title? Yossi, I love your title, man. You are a professional, unprofessional, and a tent dweller. Dude, I love your words. What's the professional, unprofessional, Yossi?
Yeah, that's actually, like I'm since I was very young, I realized that I cannot really listen to teachers. I don't know if I was diagnosed, with one of those attention deficit disorder, but I was just basically hallucinating and reading books. So this is the combination, like reading books and hallucinating. So with every book, I started floating with the book and believing that I'm part of it. That's how I got to the Amazon, by the way, by reading many adventure books and deciding I'm going to be an adventurer like in the books. When in my adult life, I started working and I realized that I don't have actually a profession. I am, life brings me some opportunity or something that just, even I don't choose it, it chooses me. And then I have to do it. So with my ability to learn, I become a professional. So I'm a professional, unprofessional. I can become anything because I can learn. For example, for 6 years of my life, I treated opiate addicts. Okay? I have nothing to do with opiate addiction, nothing to do with it. Like nothing close even to my world. But my cousin is a doctor, and together with two other doctors, they brought a breakthrough procedure for detoxification of opiate addiction. And they kind of like offered me the opportunity to be part of the company, and I opened 12 centers for detoxification and rehabilitation of opiate addicts in 12 different countries around the world. I had to become, because this was controversial, we would put patients under general anesthetics and detox them with opiate antagonists while they're under. And there was a lot to there was no suffering. So we treated our people with the humane approach, not no pain, no gain. When you judge a person because they have a disease, then you punish them, which was and you call them junkie instead of a patient. We treated opiate addicts as people with a medical problem in hospital with nurses and doctors. I was a layperson. I needed to deal with governments, with Ministry of Health, with NDA, the National...
This was clearly not in the USA.
No, in the USA, we had three centers in the USA, absolutely. In Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles, and all the three of them were Mount Sinai. We worked only in teaching hospitals all over the world. And we had a procedure called UROD, ultra rapid opiate detoxification. We put people under for 6 hours and basically attack the receptors with an opiate antagonist. It's called precipitated withdrawal. But what I'm trying to say, I became an expert on opiate addiction. So any professional and debate with them, and I knew every publication in the field. Because I was a layperson, I needed to know more than the average doctor or psychiatrist about opiate addiction. Yeah. So in similar fields, I become professional in whatever I do. So that's professional, unprofessional. The other aspect is more interesting, the tent dweller. For the last 30-something years, I sleep in tents. I don't sleep in a room. I sleep in tents. So I have a house. I live in the garden in a tent. I have an apartment. I live on the roof in a tent. I like sleeping outdoor in a tent. It's a passion. So it's been people that know me know my tents. Usually, every few years, I get married. That's another thing. I didn't have place to say, but I'm also a serial weather. I like to get married. So each wife gets a tent.
It's like every couple of years I buy a new car. Every couple of years I get married.
Yeah, look, it's not like that. You know, two held 7 years, one held 18 years. You know, and you know, it's
So how many wives have you had, Yossi? How many?
That's what I was going to say. How many we got here, brother?
How many tents? How many tents? Maybe
four. Only 4.
You have 4 tents. So just so I'm clear, you have 4 tents.
Yeah.
But you have 4 tents around the world, all with different wives.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, I guess he's fucking got it figured out pretty good here, doesn't he?
John, better is if you can have all the wives and the tents. But no, actually, it's better one by one. I take it back.
Like I was going to say, if this was before the time of these phones and internet, that'd be great, because then the problems would only be there when you were with them. Then when you leave, you leave that set of problems behind.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hey, Yossi, I got to ask a question to Johnny here, because Yossi, you don't know this, but Johnny battled a pill addiction around opiates. And John, when you hear him talking, like putting somebody under anesthesia for 6 hours to fucking flush it out of the system. And I know you locked yourself in a bedroom for a period of time to help yourself through it. Johnny, what do you hear when you hear Yossi say that?
No, I mean, when it comes down to it, when someone like in the moments where I was basically locking myself in a bedroom, or sometimes we would whatever we did to get me to get off, in those moments, I would have fucking happily done what he's talking about.
No shit.
When you're ready to make that change, you don't give a shit. You just you're ready. You know what I mean? It's like, look, there's that certain point where you just everything in you says this suffering is what's necessary.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's found a way where someone that maybe didn't have my discipline could actually get that jump start. And that's what it's all about. That first fucking 24 hours is brutal.
John, you're so right. You know, you understand addiction naturally more than me. But it's exactly that. We were very good at bringing people to that point of rehabilitation. Usually, what happens in when you call Turkey, a lot, like more than 50% fail. So they don't reach that point. And we brought everybody to that point. We gave everybody the chance to start rehabilitation. We weren't any better in rehabilitation. We didn't have any breakthrough in rehabilitation. So people still relapse, because actually the definition of addiction is a chronic relapse disorder.
Yeah, you learn to manage it. You never really fix it. Yeah, 100%, brother. I mean, and on that level too, brother. I mean, I cold turkeyed myself a number of times, but I fell back into it a number of times as well. Just like you said, I still have to be careful, because my addiction will fuck. I was just fucking talking about how it came out and fucking got me, you know, with fucking making bets on fucking options and coins, for Christ's sake. You know, it's like, I mean, the shit will come out. It has many different fucking hats, so to speak.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, Yossi, so let's go, brother. So you get into the army, you read the book Papillon, you're 22 years old, you're saying, I'm going to hit the Bolivia, you meet some strangers, you journey into the Amazon jungle. And it sounds to me like really no plans, but yet kind of a plan. The group fractures, 2 of the companions disappear, never found. You try to raft downriver, and then all of a sudden, you're kind of on your own. No food, no gear, no map. The worst rainy season in decades. Maybe that has something to say why you love fucking tents. But you look around, and you're alone in the freaking Amazon jungle. Talk about it.
That's right. Yeah.
How scared were you, or were you not?
In the beginning, I'm scared. But later... fear doesn't serve survival. In a certain point, fear doesn't serve you, because it breaks your spirit, and you're worried all the time, and you're stressed. So you actually decrease your chances to survive. Yes. So your mind realizes that, you know, because in a real survival situation, you become a survival machine, and survival machines are very, very efficient. And this is a natural process, because in a real, true survival, when you actually fight for your life, the entire organism take over your personality. So you don't, it's not you that have to be strong-minded or, brave. It's a level beyond that. It's the organism kicks in. So your mental faculty is now controlled by the, it brought to the best, to what is called peak performance, actually. Like you take mentally, you can take a decision in a like in a split second, and it will be the right, most efficient decision. Same spiritually. You have faith and trust, and you see miracles happen to you. Same physically, you can. It's incredible. In my case, like so much toll on my body. I was basically ruined, but I didn't break up, and my body didn't break up. So like I had no feet, but I didn't get a disease. Like no, I was wet all the time. Somehow the body rises to meet the challenge as well. So mentally, spiritually, physically, and mentally, like all your faculties come in and support you. And in that sense, I actually felt good, because it's part of it. When you're at your very best, you feel good. And even though I was lost alone in the Amazon, I wasn't miserable. I wasn't a victim. I actually felt very, very good, because that's the self-discovery. It's not like like it's just natural. You have much more power than in the moments that you really need it.
And I was going to say real quick, I just want to jump in. You're talking about extreme levels, right? Which I love. Yeah. But there's so many levels to this in everyday life that people just don't fucking get.
Yeah.
Like, it took me a long time in business. It took me a long time to get here. But now it's like whatever kick to the nuts business is going to give me, I welcome it, because I know that it's going to knock me into a mode where I'll overcome it and I'll get better. And when you start to realize this, it's what we're talking about. I love you start off with a mindset. It's scarcity or abundance. If you live in that scarcity mindset in the jungle, you're fucked.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to say about that. First of all, this attitude about business is very true. We believe, that we have a dream and we have a vision, and we also brave enough to take action. And now it's the universe's duty to support us and help us.
Yes.
But it doesn't. Actually, it does the opposite.
Yeah.
The universe brings any obstacle and puts on your way. And people, they see, look, I really tried to do it, but then this happened, and then like my partner, and then there was a recession, and they tell what happened, But
those are the reasons why they should be getting better, not worse. Because when you overcome those, you get better. People say, I want more of this, I want more of that. What they don't realize is they're asking the universe to fucking put big challenges in front of them, because life never gets easier. We just have to get better.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, I have this expression: the size of your dream begets the size of the resistance to it. So if you have like a big dream, you'll get bigger resistance to it. That's exactly it. And you know why it works like that? It's very simple. It's a Newtonic law. Every force that goes in one direction, by the law of physics, will meet the same force coming from the other direction. When we actually venture out and do things, we forget about this law. And when trouble come our way, because let's say if you want to climb on the Everest, it's not going to bow to you. You have to gonna fight the Everest. The Everest is going to try and kill you. So if you have a big dream, you have to pay for your dream with pain, with training, the muscle, the danger. And that's part of the road. People that have victim attitude, they think, oh, I had no luck. I really was doing it, but then this happened, that happened. Things always happen. And once we understand that, we don't take them personally, because they're not. They just manifest in our life as personal because they manifest in our life circumstances. But everybody gets them. Everybody has the same story, just different circumstances. We all get resistance. That's the law of life, is constantly friction. And we just have to keep on going. And with that attitude, we never feel victim. We just, as you say, you welcome it because you know it's coming anyway. And you'll have to deal with it and go through that.
That's it.
Real quick, what our man is talking about here, and I love this, brother. See, you're describing success on every single level. Not
every level.
Not the out and the external, right? you're talking about success from an internal standpoint. Now, once you win the internal battle, your exterior will change.
Absolutely.
And it's like people are so focused out here, they lose this, then they end up just like you're talking about. Oh, you know, I should have been here, but then this happened.
Yeah, exactly.
That's because the inside is still fucked up.
That's
yeah,
right.
you're hanging out with Keith and John and our guest Yossi Ginberg as we stuck in the Amazon for a few weeks. Hey, I got some words of wisdom that I think actually are pretty relevant to the conversation right now. And somebody asked Claude AI, and the question was asked, if you were human, what unconventional techniques would you do to manifest your desires? And this is fascinating because Claude says, if I were human, I would use deliberate identity shifting, not vision boards, not affirmation, fundamentally acting as if the desired reality is already true. In other words, I'd start acting like I was doing instead of wanting and pretending. So fucking profound. It's like saying, okay, I want to be a fireman. I'm going to dress like a fireman. I'm going to go hang out at the fire department, right? But it's this idea, Johnny, about don't think you're going to get off the couch. Start getting off the couch and start moving. Because here's why the brain beats most conventional manifestation advice. The brain doesn't distinguish well between vivid simulation and reality. You need to get into reality, like Yossi Ginberg was stuck in reality in the Amazon for 3 weeks. And then Johnny, what strikes me with what happened to Yossi is he's walking. And John, the moment he says the moment that he was rescued was not actually when he was rescued, John. It's when he said in his mind, I'm just walking down river because that's the only thing that I can do. Fuck, did I find that profound, Yossi? Because that's the only thing you have control over in that moment, Johnny, which I love, because he's hoping for fucking rescuing, but he's in his mind going.
Well, he was going to say, let me just right here, and I'm betting I'm correct, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
In this moment where you finally get rescued, I'm betting there was a piece of you
Yes.
that was almost kind of bummed out.
Yes. I bet. Yossi, is he correct?
He is correct. He is correct. I was happy. Don't get me wrong. I was happy. But yes, that notion is true. I didn't like to die. I was. It spoiled my plans. I was about to, add a new plan because I couldn't move anymore. I was about to set camp and wait for the dry season. So I was about, to hunt for wild chickens and have my own little farm. And I had lots of plans. And suddenly the boat came and my life was saved right there and then. But
then the boat comes and he says, "Hey, come back next week, please."
Yeah, he did go back. Well, that's the thing, is he got rescued, but then he went back and he built an eco lodge. So, so John, it tells you something about the young man that spends a few weeks there, gets fucking rescued. Like, wait a minute, what the fuck, man? I gotta go back there. So then he goes back
on a very, very minor level.
Yeah.
Some of the hardest challenges that I've had to work through, when they're over, I miss the struggle.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. I mean, granted, it's the relief is I did it is here, but I really fucking like that state that I was operating in.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's the other side of it you also touched, and it's important. And I think, also in the promo, in the beautiful introduction, thank you. I'm so honored that you went through the trouble to create such a beautiful introduction. And it was mentioned that there is also an imaginary survival. And I think we should touch it because it's important. Imaginary survival is that we get in survival mode, but there's no survival circumstances because it's only life stress. Life stress, it's actually, as you said, the mind doesn't know the difference. So the mind believes life is in danger, but it's not in danger. It's, again, the business partner, the kids, the spouse, the weather, the politics. And that trigger gives us a signal that we are in survival mode. But it's wrong. It's the wrong signal, but the body doesn't make the difference. And that's actually very dangerous because you get into survival mode that kills you instead of saving you. That's the biggest problem. It's like all the disease and premature deaths are coming. Stress is fake survival. And fake survival, what's so dangerous about it, it's not fake, it's real. Like the hormones, the body gets geared to survive. But there's nobody to fight and nobody to run from. And that's what kills us. All this, we are brought to action, but there's no action to take because nothing is going on. And that's very dangerous. And you cannot just take your way out. You have to actually do something to tell the body this is a fake survival. And you know, you cannot say, oh, stop worrying, because that's a very silly advice. How would you stop worrying if you're worrying? If somebody worries, telling him don't worry is the stupidest thing. I worry. You tell me don't worry, it doesn't help.
I have a methodology for this, brother. I love what you're talking about.
Is what is needed.
Yeah, so I love, because what you're saying is, you know, the brain, every thought we have is accompanied by a chemical, right? And in this setting, it's cortisol, just beating the Christ out of us, right? And so to try to stop that cortisol spigot, you can think about stopping it all day, but you're just giving it more attention. What you got to do is you got to turn on the gratitude spigot, which then automatically turns off the cortisol spigot, because the brain can't do both at the same time. It's absolutely impossible.
Well, that's fascinating. I'm going to exchange method with you. I'm taking it, and I want to say something about gratitude as well afterwards. But let me exchange a method with you.
I would love that, brother. I was going to say, I know you got some fucking tools. I want some. Come
on. The wisdom of Yossi this morning. Our mornings in the lab.
I owe you guys. Okay, what I'm saying is, the way I see it, the most efficient way is not to try and go through the mind, not to have anything to do. The mind is causing the problem. I'm saying don't fix the problem with the problem. So I let the mind keep on saying what it's saying, danger, stress, worry, you know, it just as these movies and seeing terrible things, and it creates terrible hormonal reaction, cortisol, noradrenaline. It's really a problem. What I do, I'll shut down the hormones through the body and not through the mind. So what I would do nature as a way to deliver signs of danger to the brain. What are the senses? You know, do I see danger? Do I smell danger? Do I hear danger? Do I sense danger? It's the senses that are the right channel to deliver the message of danger. So what I would do, I would activate the senses. I would let the mind do what the mind does, and I would just take a look and scan the horizons. So I'm not doing anything. The mind keep on running. I say, do your things. I don't really care. Do your things. But I'm scanning the horizon. So what's happening right now? There's two things. The mind is saying danger, danger, danger. But I'm deliberately moving my head and scanning the horizon. The body is getting a message. It sees no danger.
Because you're not seeing evidence.
I'm closing my eyes, and I'm just focusing on my smell. By focusing on my smell, I shut down, because the brain can focus only on one thing. I'm just it's sweet. And then the brain gets a message. Well, it smells no danger. His mind is saying danger, danger, danger. But there's no sight of danger. There's no smell of danger. When you deliberately go sense by sense and send messages straight to this primitive reptile brain that understand exactly what you're doing, you don't even have to understand what you're doing. The body understands. The moment you activate the senses, you flood the system with sensual information that nothing is going on. And the brain is counter-affected by the senses. And one more thing, John. The most effective way to shut down the parasympathetic faculty is by long exhale. Long exhale.
Yeah.
Because you cannot be in danger and under attack if you have the liberty and the space to take
nice, slow, deep breaths. That's not a fight or flight mechanism.
Exactly. So activating the physical, actually, you let the mind do its thing and don't try to counter-affect. Now about gratitude, very quickly, what I have to say about gratitude.
Please, tell us.
What I think about gratitude is that if we add a bit of manners, we would say thank you for the most precious thing that we are gifted with. And what is the most precious things that we have?
Waking up every fucking day.
That's true, but that only happens once a day. I would say the breath, because every breath, that's the gift of life. Okay. Yeah. If you have no breath, no life, boom, it's over. You know, like it's just the breath is the most precious thing that we have, and we have no manners to actually appreciate it. We take it for granted. Imagine that you would say thank you, as you should, for every breath.
Yes.
You know what's crazy, Yossi, is you know what's crazy.
Okay, we will just say thank you.
You know what's
that's what gratitude should be.
It's so profound because we often have,
all day.
We often have a gratitude session after dinner in the house here, and there's times when I'm asked the question, I overthink it. I overthink what am I grateful for? And you're right. My response is my breath right now. That's profound because that breath is what unlocks life, right? And that's we overcomplicate it. That's so profound. Yeah. So Yossi, before we walk you out of here, what do you got going on in Crete today? You got some work going on in Crete.
Yeah. We just poured cement, and I'm building this beautiful, it's a small retreat center built with my own DNA.
Yes.
So that's it's my own DNA, and I have a partner, a great guy.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to have him as a guest as well, Paul Templer. Check him out. He's a big hero. And anyway, we life connected us, and we bought this place in Crete as a mutual dream, and we are building this beautiful retreat. And I really feel
real quick, if you don't mind asking, I love what you're talking about.
I want
Why
you to
Greece?
be brothers in hats. When in Kyrgyzstan, I'll find hats for you, and I want you to come and visit this place here in Crete. When you travel, you'll be very welcome.
I was going to say, I want to know why you picked that place. You've been all over the world. Why was that the spot to do what you're doing?
I didn't. Look, none of the things I do in life, I do intentionally. 6 years of my life dedicated to opiate addiction was a meeting in a bar with my cousins that I haven't seen in 10 years. Our mothers talked to say, both of you are in LA, go meet.
Well,
I went to meet him in a bar.
I was expecting a story like I ended up here XYZ, not like it was a premeditated thought.
No. I somebody had a birthday, a friend of mine, and she called me to say thank you for attending my party. And then we started speaking, and she said, "Look, we live in Crete. Why don't you come? There's a property here. Maybe you want to look at it. I'm looking for a partner." I said, "What the hell, I came. I didn't understand what she was talking about. She showed me a piece of land, didn't talk to me at all. But I was already in Crete for the weekend. She brought a guy with a Jeep, he drove me around, showed me property. Nothing really called my heart. And then on the last evening, the last hour, he tells me this property is sold, but I'll show you anyway. I said, "Don't show me." He said, "No, it's 99.99." I said, "Look, if it's 99.9, it's not sold. So if you show me, don't say anything." I came in, I said, "This is my home." I bought it. Within an hour, I signed the contract, drank raki with the owner. He cried, I laughed, and I didn't plan to buy it. Now I'm married to it. It's many things happen in life like that. That's why I say I'm professional, unprofessional. I don't choose what I do.
The professional, unprofessional. Yossi Ginsberg joining myself and John Anderson this morning. Yossi, where can folks connect with you? We're going to walk you out. I think we're going to have you back sometime, brother. Where can folks find you?
Ginsberg.com or YossiGinsberg.com, my website. And Yossi Ginsberg, my name on every social platform will bring you to me.
Would you join Keith and John again for a further conversation? I feel like we need to get into part 2 with you, man.
I really, I didn't pay you back enough for your generosity and kindness. So
you're right. You stood us up yesterday.
No, this is not something. I respect time. Time is,
I can
like
tell.
breath,
I
respect time. It's deep apologies for.
Listen, I saw your comments yesterday. I'm having some fun with you, brother. I can tell that about you, which is, I think, the same reason Keith and John are walking towards going, how can we have this guy back? Because Johnny, I feel like we just pulled like a smidgen of a layer off this guy's stories.
Well, because I think there's
stories.
There's a lot more wisdom.
Yes, me too. It's exactly it. So we're going to do that. Yossi, would love to bring you back for some wisdom. Can we do that for an extended time?
Yes,
I would like that a lot, actors. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk Yossi out. We're going to reset hour 2, and we're going to bring him back in the future. And we're going to walk in our brother from another mother, Dr. John Petrocelli, up next on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends. Take care, Yossi.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, shit. What am I doing? Christ almighty. I was thinking my tip was over. I was getting ready to go take a piss. All right. We're going to take a bite off our quite amazing guest we just had. We just cut the tip of the iceberg. You see, he's lived his life in a way where he's not sucked into this, let's call this groove, or you could even say rut of life that most of us get sucked so deep into we don't know we're in. And really that's I think I'm not focused. See if I can bring that back. Here we go. And that's what I want to call attention to. So many of us, we wake up and we're in this mode, and it's not a very fulfilling mode because we're in that, as he was describing, we look around and the brain sees all this danger, but there's really no danger around. It's all perceived danger. One of my tips recently, I talked about getting a piece of paper, splitting it down the middle, and taking all the stuff you stress out about on the left and carry the few things that you can actually change to the right. If you did that, you realize that probably less than 20% of the things you stress out about, you have anxiety about, you can make a difference with. So this is a perfect time to take the next step in that and realize that you've been sucked into that groove, that rut of life that's keeping you in this space that's just really not very fulfilling. Because if you did that drill, you probably got a sense of relief, like, holy shit, that relief probably felt really goddamn good. Now the idea is to start to practice this concept, this idea, this theory that you don't have to live life this way. And if you listen to this last segment, our man lives his life that way. And you can hear in his voice how he's a free man. And most of us are not free, even though we think we are. We're in shackles. And the crazy part is we blame, oh, it's politics, oh, it's my boss, oh, it's this. We do it to our fucking selves. So the question is, do you realize you're in shackles? And more importantly, are you doing anything to get out? If you're not, time to take the bull by the horns. Because if you want to be a free man or woman, forgive me, the choice is yours. Rock and roll.
Hey, baby, where you been? Where you been? Where you been? We're on hour 2. Coming up, hour 2. Dr. John Petrocelli, Keith Bills, John Anderson. Why confident men are easier to manipulate than the insecure ones. We just wrapped up with Yossi Ginsburg, a man of wisdom. If you missed that, you got to go back. We're going to bring him back to the show, but Yossi Ginsburg was awesome. Hour 2 starts right now. Keith, John, and John.
Your confidence might be the exact reason you don't see manipulation coming.
Insecure men question everything. Confident men trust their gut, and that's where the trap opens.
A manipulator doesn't attack your weakness. They flatter your strength until you stop checking the truth.
Dr. Petrocelli calls it bullshit.
Not always lying, just talking with no concern for truth. If someone praises your instincts, your leadership, your vision call, do you verify or just enjoy being right?
The doctor of bullshit is here, and he's showing why your confidence might be the easiest thing to weaponize.
Petro reading today. Oh, oh, we haven't had the download of the Skeptics Inquiry Conference, brother. How skeptical was your conference there last week? Was it good?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Are you less skeptical now that you went to the conference?
No, if anything, I'm more. Yeah. Yeah.
Why? So can you tell me why you're more? Because it was revealed that there's just more skepticism in the world than ever?
Well, yeah, you find out there's a few more people that process things and view things the way that you do.
Yes.
And it's reaffirming, it's reaffirming to be, surrounded by 500 people that are, I would say, a healthy skepticism.
Well, I was just going to say, Petro, because I'm wondering if you're driving home a largely cynical son of a bitch. I hope not.
No. Yeah, it's more of a sort of a healthy attitude of skepticism.
I see. Okay.
And a willingness to question what you might see before your eyes.
Okay. Okay, so let's go from skepticism to the topic today. And I've been thinking about this one a lot, actually. Why are confident men so easier to manipulate than the insecure dude? Is it and I have my theory. Is it because the confident guy fucking knows it all? So right away you tell me something, I'm like, oh yeah. Where the insecure guy is like, all right away he's got guards up, he's got rails up because he's been bullied, he's been made to feel a certain way his whole life. So you're telling me something, I automatically have a guard. But if I'm confident, I'm so sure about myself, I would take your stuff like, oh yeah, it's kind of like that Ponzi scheme discussion we had a few weeks ago. Am I right with my theory, Johnny?
Yeah. So if you ask a social psychologist that, you're going to get at least 12 different
so I'm asking you.
But I think your intuition there is right on. With I'll give you 3.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, it's quite common experience to challenge someone with something. So if I say, hey, I bet you can't climb that mountain.
Oh,
the not so confident man is going to say, you're right. I can't do it. All right. And so you have, what you are left with is no influence. But you say to the confident man, I bet you can't climb that mountain.
Of course.
He goes, I'm going to show you. Right. So
he poked his button.
Yeah. So now you have quite a bit of influence relative to the man that was not so confident. Right. And that's relatively easy to show. But the second one is actually a little bit of I think of it as a bit of a math problem, more of a geometry problem. So, and the given, in the geometry problem, you have a given. Here's the situation. So, so the given in that is something that you need to be aware of, and that is that in general, confident people and not so confident people, about 50% of the time, their accuracy aligns with about 65 to 75% confidence. So when people are about 65 to 75% confident that their answer is correct, or that they could do something, or some event is going to happen, they're only correct about 50% of the time.
Oh, really?
And then when they're about 100%, like 95 to 100% confident, they're only accurate about 70% of the time. So that's the given. People are notorious for being overconfident in just about anything. Right? So all you really need, given that reality, is a little push, a little nudge of confirmation to push the confident individual in the direction that they were already going. So this isn't reversing their attitude or the decision. It's just pushing them beyond maybe the threshold that they need. So it might sound something like, oh, you thinking horse number 5, Married for Money, was going to win the race? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Now let's go bet on Married for Money to win the race. So it's just a small nudge to kind of push individuals over, and so you don't have that influence with the not so confident individual, because just a little bit of confirmation isn't going to push them, beyond the threshold. But the confident individual, that's usually enough to push them in that direction.
Hey Johnny, have you heard Anderson? Have you heard the phrase confidence game, or the term con man?
I was trying to figure out the premise to the conversation.
Yeah, yeah. We're talking why confident men are easier to manipulate than insecure men.
Yeah, I mean, a confident man, it's much easier to convince him that he can do something because he believes.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what Petro said. Because if he's like, "Oh, I bet you can't climb that mountain," you're gonna be like, "Well, fuck, I can climb it," and you're gonna, because you believe you can, right? You're gonna do it. Or try to do it anyways, right? But
you got to do you just got to kind of, lean on his identity.
Yes.
Just put what his identity is here, and you want him to go over here. You just got to kind of build his identity. Well, you're the type of guy that does this without a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to come back.
Confirmation, a little bit of flattery, that works wonders.
I want to come back to that because I got a question for that. But I did some research because I wanted to know where the idea of the con man, where it came from. Hey, Jimmy, did you know
the original con man was pulling this shit in New York back in 1849? His whole hustle was basically confidence as a weapon.
William Thompson would walk up smooth, act respectable, and ask a stranger, "Do you have the confidence to trust me with your watch until tomorrow?"
That's the twist. The con was not built on the scammer's confidence. It was built on the target's need to believe he couldn't be played.
And the mark would hand it over. Not because Thompson looked dangerous, because the victim didn't want to look weak, cheap, or scared.
So the word con comes from confidence, but not the way people think. Confidence was not the defense. Confidence was the bait.
The first con man did not overpower ego. He recruited it. That's our today's Did You Know? Back to Keith and John.
Joe, fascinating to me because the Mark was almost always a wealthy, decisive man who didn't want to look like a coward. So he'd hand it over. Petro.
Well, you don't want to fucking con a broke guy.
What?
I mean, fuck, what's the point? These cons are about money almost all the time, and a guy that's got money, he's built some confidence along the way.
Yeah, it's fascinating though but the idea of not wanting to make the guy feel like a coward, Petro, and because it plays on that ego, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and a lot of wonderful stories about this are in this book. It was actually published, I believe, in the 1940s.
Okay,
it's by David Maurer, The Con.
Yeah.
Which, again, that's where the word con comes from, is confidence game. It's a play on your confidence, your trust, and your willingness to cooperate with the fraudster. But the fraudsters would often make it so obvious. It's just so clear cut. It's like, well, you can make this investment or you can. It's up to you. But they would make it so clear that, well, if you didn't fall for the scam, that you were kind of stupid not to, because it was just so obvious. It's like, we have inside information, and then there's a bit of a confirmation.
Yeah,
it's all false.
Yes.
There's a bit of a confirmation, and that's enough to increase confidence even more. And this was done really well in the 1910s and 1920s, when people couldn't watch every horse race right on the web. I mean, these, telegrams and telegrams worked better to put on this charade, this scheme that something was actually going on that they knew, that they had inside information on. And then that's all you need. You just need one event to confirm that I've got inside information, and that's enough to get people.
And then you got the guy like, so it's happened a couple times in my lifetime where I clearly recognize it's a hustle.
Like last night, almost.
What's that?
Not last night when you were chasing charts.
Actually, I just fucking took advantage of one of those.
You fucker!
I swear to God, dude, I recognize this is a fucking fake coin. Everybody's buying it like they think it's the real one. I'm gonna get in, fucking suck some dollars out, and get back out real quick, and it works. That's the concept. As soon as you know it's a scam, you realize, okay, how you got to predict how long you think it'll last, and then you got to get in and out before that timeline is up. And I've done that a few times. Like there was this thing, God, fucking probably 15 years ago, and it was just too good to be true. I was like, I'll put my 10 grand in because I'll have fucking 25 back here in 3 months, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'm out, right? And so I did it, and then about 2-3 months later, bam, the whole thing blew up, and a bunch of people I knew came forward like, oh my God, I got scammed. And I was like, how the fuck did you not realize that was a scam? I said, I did it too. I was just fucking smart enough to realize what was going on and got in and out in time. And it's because people want to believe, oh my God, this is my fucking future. I can put this $10,000 in and I can make, $15,000 a month for the rest of my. No, it doesn't fucking work that way.
Yeah. Well, and Petro, this reminds me, is this not very similar to like Johnny, you know, like the timeshare condos where you go on a vacation and guys would pressure you into sit in a room and Petro, when I hear the title, like I'm thinking,
never would in my fucking life have I gone to a thing like that. I hope to God you haven't either.
I've never have. I got no fucking time for it because I'm like, I know how that works. And I'm like, I'm not, but I'm thinking, you're nodding because Petro, that's the epitome of the con man, isn't it, Petro? Because you find somebody on the resort who's kind of confident and you wing them in and you make them feel like a fucking tool till they give you your visa. Would that be basically kind of long end, short end of it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And these timeshare salespeople.
Yes.
I mean, they're all working together. But they're brilliant. They're brilliant.
Yes.
And you know they're doing a very good job at influencing people to buy things that they otherwise wouldn't. If there's an entire legal industry built to get people out of those agreements, there are lawyers that have you turn on the radio today, you'll hear every once in a while a lawyer advertisement for getting people out of their timeshare contract.
I did not know that. Really?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's an entire legal industry helping people. So
it's created a whole new industry.
Yeah. Because when I hear con man, Petro, that's what I hear. I kind of epitomize it to the 80s, 90s of the resort and people sucking you in and just sucking your money out, Petro.
Yeah. One of the things that is really interesting about that effort is they actually capitalize on something that I found in my own research. So we wrote a paper about 10 years ago called the bigger they come, the harder they fall.
Oh, yeah.
So it's a paradoxical effect of regulatory depletion. So the regulatory resources are the mental resources that you use to maintain or modify thought, feeling, and behavior. And when you deplete those, people are especially vulnerable to social influence. And so what timeshare guys do is that they will set you up for a meeting at 10 a.m. at their office.
Yes.
Okay. And then you will sit there. And so they know you're not going to have lunch before 10 a.m. Right. And so then you sit in the office for about 2 to 3 hours. Right. And there's nothing there but maybe water. Right. So you finally get called in. They have a bunch of other people waiting there too because they've overbooked, right? And so your meeting might start at 1 o'clock. All right, by this point you're starving, right? And then they're going to give you the whole song and dance that's going to take at least 4 or 5 hours, right? And so you're completely depleted before they're asking you to kind of sign on the dotted line on this contract, which you can usually get out of within 48 hours without it, not having any reason. But that's usually in the fine print. So what their game it partly is to exhaust you, sort of mentally and physically before you're making a big decision. And so, but it plays on the same thing,
mentally beating you down. Yeah.
First off, Jesus Christ, if someone's fucking dumb enough to waste that amount of fucking time of their life sitting there fucking hungry, they deserve to get fucking smoked.
It's hard to argue with that.
Keith, you have that little value for your time. Fucking A. Yeah.
Good morning, my baby. I see you there in the community. Petro, I had a funny comment from Roofy coming at you. You lost me with the Bo Sox hat. Nice win last night, but check the standings. You and Matt can deal with that off the show.
Yeah. hey, on that note too, as far as origins go, I know that a lot of times you guys will say, "Oh, there's this professor that we have on the show, and I think he's in North Carolina or."
Look it up all the time.
John, you're right. I'm originally from Pittsburgh. So I'm originally from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. But my home now is Wake Forest University.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so the Hanson.
What's he been saying?
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
There we go. So North Carolina, we have Petro.
You were actually correct, brother, when you said North Carolina.
So you were both right. I'm in North Carolina. And I'm at Wake Forest University, so I'm not at
Because I just wanted Keith to give you a little more prop, because when you say we got a bullshit professor, it sounds like a fucking social media handle.
Yeah. Well, actually, you're right, because you listen to our show all the time. We're always bragging about our brother, you. So I'm always making sure.
Yeah, you got to give us some fucking credibility. Otherwise, it just sounds like some fucking guy in the comments.
Well, you know what's Anderson too? I got to tell you, man, because when I research topics for the show, like Petro's like famous. Like I'm serious, Petro. Like on all the AI models, you talk about bullshit professors, and Petro's name comes up, his books, all of his research, and I sit back and I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, we got that guy on our show, Anderson. He's our Petrocelli. So here's the guy we got on our show. I got to go to Florida again for a quick minute with you guys. I got to have some humor. Jimmy, run this committed segment, man. This is fucking hilarious. Check this guy out. Look. Can we hear it?
Swerved at me.
I was behind you guys since we came out of Leesburg.
Swerved at me, and he shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
And I am out just having a little ride in my favorite car, and I'm not about to do anything with anybody, but when somebody swerves at me.
You wouldn't swerve, but listen, I have it on my dash cam.
Okay.
Okay, I have everything on camera.
All right.
I turned my radar around, you were going 110 in a 45. He was going 125 in a 45. I couldn't get both of y'all, but my partner then caught him right there.
Okay.
Is there any reason that you were going that fast?
Well, that only because he swerved at me, and I wanted to get away
He's
from
125
him
in the passenger I have here is
we
110.
caused a problem.
So, what you guys were racing for? What reason?
The guy's 85 years old in his Corvette, and he gets.
So when he was swerving, he somehow gained 165 miles an hour.
That's what and you can hear the cop, probably a young cop, trying to figure this guy out. He's like talking to his grandpa or his dad. He's slurring away. It was just fucking telling you, man, the activities out of Florida make me laugh.
He's 85, but he's still full of piss and vinegar, I think, that guy.
Well, that's exactly it. Yeah. Speaking of piss and vinegar, boys, we grew up in the same era. And when we were looking at young ladies that were 55, this is what we saw. Look at 50 in 1985 compared to 50 today. So was that Paige from Golden Girls? Is that Paige? Yeah, that's Golden Girls. And there's Jennifer Aniston. So honest to God, that's 50 and 50. Because when I was looking at that 50, I thought that looked old. Now I look at Jennifer Aniston, I'm like, damn, I wouldn't mind hopping on that.
Thank fucking God that was 50 when we were young, man. It would have made my masturbation problem even fucking worse if I was I would almost guarantee that I fucking got nuts to some of these old because they were the best looking ones on television.
Oh my God. Oh man, yeah, that's exactly it. Petro, what do you got going on this weekend, brother? What's happening in your world?
Oh, not much. I think I'm going to maybe work on the curveball this weekend, and the book as well.
How's the book coming along? I'm serious. How is it coming along? Is it
excellent? Yep. I got about 5 more chapters to go. And
what's your process? Like, do you and I'm serious. Do you handwrite? Do you type? Do you sit back and verbalize? Like, how do you write?
First, I would say 70% of it is reading.
Oh,
yeah. So I got to read the literature, see what's been going on the last 20 years.
Okay.
In the various areas, and get caught up on that. And then I can once I'm familiar with the research, then I can just kind of spit out the story. Trying to do it Malcolm Gladwell style.
Oh yeah. Oh, so you'll read, take it in, postulate your own thoughts, and then write, basically. Well,
because no one else wants to read all of that research, but they'll read about the research.
Yeah. Johnny, what do you got? You guys heading back today, Anderson? You guys leaving today?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Tomorrow morning, probably. Well, early for Terry, but probably 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Last night here, so she wants to go. We're going to go to one of the local places and watch a live band and hang out a little bit. So she'll probably get a little soft, so she'll be a little rusty in the morning.
Hey, Petro, I appreciated your question that you asked our Eben Alexander earlier this week, the neurosurgeon had a near-death experience. I was fascinated by your line of questioning with that. I think I probably kind of side on your side of thinking with it. What made me curious was the fact he was a neurosurgeon. Like the irony in that, right? You got a brain doctor who that happens to, who can speak about it. Speak to that for a second, Petro, when you heard that conversation with him.
Yeah, I think the credentials, or the neurosurgeon, I think that's almost irrelevant.
Okay.
I mean, in that, I think that they can sort of mask sort of what the importance of the claim really is. And I usually lean back on, when someone makes extraordinary claims.
Yes.
I require extraordinary evidence.
Yep. Yeah. That's fair.
And I think that's, so, I listened carefully, and I was just thinking, like, well, how do you differentiate?
Yeah.
Something that you would readily say that, well, these are crazy ideas, these are crazy thoughts, and something that sounds just as crazy, but you say, well, but that's not crazy. This is actually
yes, yeah.
So what's your rule? What's your algorithm? What's your process or your system for sort of differentiating the two? And that's where I was really listening to see, like, what was that process that was used to? And
I like your thought, because I never thought about it the way you presented it. The term neurosurgeon really clouds it. Actually, it actually kind of maybe it's somewhat misleading in some ways. Actually, so I appreciate that commentary. Actually, yeah. Hey, Jimmy, WTF is this, man? Check us out in Switzerland. So people who are they're looking to help people not get hit by a train. Look at this stupid invention. It actually is like, honest to God. Like they're actually putting these on tracks, so if people don't get hit by trains and killed by trains in Switzerland. Yeah, only in Switzerland. Craziness. All right, hey boys, Johnny and Johnny, before you guys go.
Hey John, before you go, after seeing your old clip yesterday, we checked Chief's gallery and found his deleted audition tape.
Chief really packed weed into his nostril like Canada ran out of rolling papers and common sense.
Then he lit it, inhaled, and immediately looked like his nose was calling 911 without him.
I'm not saying it's Chief, but the confidence, the chaos, and the weed-based decision-making all match.
Chief, be honest. Is this normal in Canada? Did we just discover your high school science project?
Hey, John, before Chief blames medical research, please ask why his gallery contains felony-level sinus footage.
Looks like the team dug into my guy. No, John.
My first question is, why?
No, I've never tried that. I
would even give you that credit, dude.
Yes, I've hot knifed on a stove, but I've never stuck a bud up my nose and lit it to smoke it. No, and that's not in the weekend's plans. Not this weekend. No. I'm going to cut the grass though today. That's my plan. Yeah.
Well, I got one for you. Guys.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
Okay. Now, without Googling this or Claude AIing it.
Oh, Petro.
Don't answer this now. All right. What is the circumference of the Earth in miles? Don't answer now, but the answer is already within your power. I'll show you what. So the circumference of the Earth in miles. I know that you already know. It's already within your power, and I'll show you why next time.
Oh, Petro with the trick questions. Fuck, man.
Yeah, don't Google that or AI it.
I'm not going to AI it. I'm gonna have it sit in my brain. Maybe I'll think about it when I'm cutting the grass. So ask the question again, because I feel like it's in the question. Ask it again.
Yeah, the circumference of the Earth.
I think it's all about the word circumference.
I know. Yeah,
it doesn't go all the way around.
Not a trick question at all either. Just think about what is the circumference of the Earth in miles?
Okay, what is the circumference of Earth?
The power. I already know that you already have the power within you to find the answer.
It depends if you think it's fucking flat or not.
No, it's more of a basketball shape kind of bulge in the middle, a little bit of a bulge, but yeah, the circumference of the Earth in miles.
Okay, circumference of the Earth in miles. I'm thinking about it. We're going to get that answer from Petro next Friday. But before we do that, hey, Petro, quickly before we go, I don't know if you caught the beginning of the show here, but I think we're going to start a fundraising. Since you're talking circumference and you're talking, this and that, we found a fellow who's got a 0.38 micro penis who started a GoFundMe campaign, Johnny. Yeah.
This is like time for me to exit. We've already talked.
Anderson, have a good one, brother. Be safe.
Have a good loop, my brothers.
Anderson's out of here, stuck with Petro and Billis. Yeah, could you imagine Petro having a 0.38 micro penis? Like 0.38, not even 0.5, brother. It's the news. It's in the news. The guy's raising money. So I thought to myself, hey, maybe we can put together part of the GoFundMe as part of Mornings in the Lab, and he can be like an honorary member of the team because we can help him lengthen his member.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he taking ice cold showers like constantly?
Well, the funny thing is, as Anderson said, man, anybody who publicly says you have a 0.38 micro penis, dude, I'll chuck some money into the funnel for that. That takes balls to have that conversation. Let's face it.
Yeah, it sure does.
All right, pal. Well, listen, I enjoy my time with you as I do every single Friday. Yeah, Sullivan says, go fund him so we can go fund some girl. Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to suspect he probably has never put it somewhere because he's probably not had the confidence. And I'm just thinking out loud here. And that would make me sad, actually. As a human being, that would make me sad. Right? So you're like, fuck, man, because maybe he's had a depression and sadness in his life because he can't connect with someone because of that insecurity of his. That's a sad thing. True story. Rico, he's a woman.
Yeah. Nothing else to say about it.
Petro, lots of love, man. You have yourself a great weekend. Be safe. Enjoy your writing, and we'll talk to you along the way. Okay, pal?
All right. Love you guys.
Love you, pal. See you later. Petro's out of here. Good morning, everybody. You're left with me. Yes, me. What's Neiman saying? Yeah, it's true, actually. How he started a GoFundMe. How insecure can he feel? Well, here's the question, Neiman. Why did he just ask for $6,000? I don't know. Like, why didn't he ask for 10 or 20 or 50? Like, maybe there's more he could have asked for. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I got to do about 66 seconds. I think that's about right, Jimmy. Yeah. Okay, I got 66 seconds. And then when I come back, I got a monologue. And the monologue today it's funny because I got something in my, Jimmy, I almost pulled an audible on you this morning because I've been having conversations all week around live conversations and compliance and why CEOs might want to be considering doing non-live. And it came to me that there's actually a stronger argument to be made, but I'm going to bring that to the table next week. So today we're going to stay with our body, men, our body, women, the body that we have. The body you have is a mirror, true story. And not the mirror you look at, but the mirror that you can't blur. And as we go through middle age, well, we're going to have that conversation coming up in 66 seconds. Up next on Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and friends.
Your body tells the truth eventually. We can edit the image, manage the story, and still reveal what our habits practiced.
Middle age doesn't suddenly betray us. It removes the delay between sleep, stress, food, movement, alcohol, and what we feel daily.
We call it aging because that sounds easier. Sometimes it's accumulation from avoidance, pressure, resentment, and years of not dealing with it.
The cost isn't only a waistline. Our patience, marriage, leadership, confidence, and energy all start paying for what we ignored.
The mirror isn't shame. It's information about whether our calendar, choices, and routines match the future we keep saying we want.
This isn't about chasing a 25-year-old body. It's about respecting the body carrying our family, work, purpose, and second half.
Health becomes stewardship here. Our mood becomes weather, our energy becomes leadership, and our neglect eventually becomes everyone else's burden.
Chief's about to take us into that mirror, because what the body shows, we still have time to face and change.
Hey guys, this one's out to you, my boys and girls out there. To all of you in Mornings in the Lab Nation, your body's a mirror that you can't blur. And that is the most uncomfortable part of middle age. I'm talking to you, Whitaker. I'm talking to you, Rico. I'm talking to you, Holroyd Sullivan. Yep. We can blur the photo. We can filter our face. We can crop the frame. We can choose the angle. We can even write a better caption. And we often can tell probably a better story than what we show. But the body, well, Sullivan says it best, man. He's got it here. Your body is the billboard. Your body is the billboard. The body is the billboard for the decisions you make on a day-to-day basis. Your body eventually reflects the life you're actually living. True story. Hey, what's going on? Hey, Will Ray. Will Ray, dude. Jimmy, we're pausing the monologue. Monologue paused. Attention going to the right because we got our boy. What's going on, Will Ray? Yes, one of the OGs from the Mornings in the Lab community. Will's like, holy shit, Billis is still doing his thing. He sure is. What's going on, Will? We got to get you back for a catch-up, my friend. El Natural around here. Yes, yes, yes. Love seeing Will in the comments. Will, we're talking about our bodies. We're talking about, taking care of our body. We're talking about, how the body eventually reflects the life that we are living, the choices we make. Not the things we want to do, not the gunnas, the wannas, but the life that we describe and not the life that we intend. No, the life that you repeat. Yeah, the sleep. The sleep, the nutrition, the good decisions, the stress, the food, the alcohol, the resentment, the anxiety, the avoidance, the silence, all of that. All of that. And then those years of, oh yeah, hey boys, those 20s and 30s and 40s, I'll just deal with it later. No, you can't. Because the body is going to reflect those decisions along the way, slowly at first, and then suddenly, holy shit, what happened? And men do not like that mirror. It was kind of happening to me last week, true story. I've been building this business for the last couple of years, growing hard, going hard, burning the candle at every end, top, bottom, middle, left, right. And I'm like, wait a minute, I got to stop dealing with this later. I got to start dealing with it right now. Because I wasn't liking the mirror that I was seeing. Sure, I was 70, 80% on everything, but I sure as hell wasn't fucking 100% on anything. I was sucking. Because I know, maybe like you, like me, we like to have the mirrors that we can control. We like the dashboards, we like the numbers, the reports, the photos from the photos from the right angle. Oh, I want to take a photo of my left side. Stories that make us sound so disciplined. We prophetically just make sure the words are all correct, but the body, well, your body, as Sullivan says, your body's your billboard. And the body is not interested in our branding. Yeah, I did this, but I got a big gut. Oh, so it looks like you had a bunch of bad decisions along the way. Well, So the body shows what's been practiced. It's as simple as that. The body is your display of all of your decisions. And I know, Jimmy, that is fucking brutal. Oh, don't put the cupcake down today, boys. Yeah, it is brutal, but it also can be merciful. Because maybe your mirror today is not the enemy. Maybe, hey, Petro, I'm going to throw this out there for you, my friend. Not at you, but for you, on behalf of my scientist. But maybe the mirror is a source of information for us. Because maybe it shows you, me, all of us, what is actually there in the moment. And once you see what's there with that information, you can respond. And, we heard Johnny's monologue earlier, how he's going through some time yesterday, has some self-awareness to stop. That to me is what the power of this show is, to create self-awareness on a daily basis, almost like a mirror coming back to you. Because when we talk every single day in this community, it shows you what is in front of you. And once you see what is there, perhaps you can respond. So, hey, guys, when you walk by the mirror today, it's not the danger. No, you know what it is, Rico? The danger is refusing to look in the mirror. And I know a lot of men. I know a lot of women, a lot of brothers and sisters refusing to look. And it's unfortunate. It makes me sad because they're going to wake up one day going, oh my God, all these, all these accumulative decisions. Avoiding honest conversations, avoiding the way they feel walking up the stairs. Oh, I just accept that my knees are sore. Avoiding the fact that all their patience is gone. They just become one cynical motherfucker. And avoiding the fact that their energy, where'd it go? Where did the energy go? Well, I know I went to that package of unprocessed foods. And avoiding the fact that they're living on caffeine, stress, and old stories about who they used to be. And then here's what happens, boys. And I'm hoping that my words, the show we put on every single day, can help you. Because we look in that fucking mirror, you know what we do? We say to ourselves, oh, it's just aging. Really? And then people say, Billis, you look so good for your age. You're looking great. You're taking care of yourself. I intentionally try to do this. I intentionally work at this. I try not to live on caffeine and stress and old stories. I try to live for the future so they don't just wake up and walk in front of the mirror and go, yeah, I'm just aging. Remember the picture we showed of Blanche and Jennifer Aniston, both at 50 and 50? Yeah, so do I. But sometimes, guys, sisters, sometimes it's not aging. No, it's actually accumulation. It's accumulated stress, neglect, resentment, all those fucking excuses that go, oh, I'm just not going to do it today. I'm not feeling it today. I'll tell you what, I wasn't feeling like doing anything today when I got down to the gym. You know what I did? I fucking did more of it. Why? Because my body said, yep, it's time to get after it. Because the body eventually reflects the accumulation. Look around you, my friends. Look around you, my friends. Look around you, my friends. Look at your peers. Look at the person sitting next to you. If they're not moving Monday through Friday, why are you hanging out with them? And that's not shame. That's fucking truth. That is feedback, because middle age gives you feedback whether you ask for it or not. You wake up, you look at your license, you go, oh yeah, all right. I see where I'm at now. And the question is this: can you receive the information without collapsing? Can you look in that mirror without hating yourself to a crisis? Because if you can, that's maturity. Because your body, my body, our body is not asking for perfection. It's just asking for some process, for some progress. Most importantly, you know what it's asking you, my friends? It's asking you for alignment. You're thinking, what? Alignment? Fuck, man, my body. I don't need to go to a chiropractor. No, I'm not talking about that kind of alignment. No. It's asking, do your habits match the life you say you want? And stop the wanting, stop the gunning. Let's start doing. How about that for something to think about? Because your body's asking, does your energy match the responsibilities you carry? Does your health make the features you keep talking about better? And hey, here's the question. Here's another question. Does your calendar? Look at it. Look at your calendar today. Look at it. Do you have space on your calendar for the body that has to carry you through it? Or is your calendar just booked back to back to back to back to back, sitting on your ass, being sedentary, eating bad food and making bad choices? Because if that's the day you have in front of you, oh, baby, you should go back to the top of the monologue. You got to go back to the top of the monologue. Because if that's your day today, Jimmy, if that's your day today, I'm going to invite you out of the show. Cheryl, I'm saying it right loud. You do not belong. I'll give you some grace. Come back on Monday. Start with a 7:30 with Rufy. 7:30 with Rufy. These are real questions we have to ask ourselves every single day because they fucking matter. That's the purpose of this show. Guys, without any hyperbole, this show has changed my life. Point blank, period. That's it. This show has changed my life, and I hope it helps change yours, because the questions, these words, these topics, they matter. Because your body is not just about you, you guys. Will, your body is not just about you. You know it. Maybe sometimes we just got to hear it, because when you say that to yourself, that's just another fucking lie. Because your body affects every room you're in. Look around you, Will. Look around your house. Look at your kids. Look at your wife. Your marriage feels your body. Your kids feel your body. Your team feels it. Your friends feel it. Everybody around feels it. Your audience feels it. The mood, your energy, your neglect, because a tax everyone around you eventually pays. And I'm talking to all of you right now. I'm talking to every single one of you right now. That is why health in the second half of our life collectively cannot just be vanity. We want to be strong. No. I'm going to invite you to consider this. Your health in this part of your life is your fucking responsibility. It is your stewardship. It is respect for the life that you say that it matters. And if it doesn't, then you better go look in the fucking mirror. And no, that doesn't mean obsessing with the mirror. It does not mean chasing a 25-year-old body. No, it means and it doesn't even mean turning fitness into an ego project. It means just doing this very simply. Like Yossi said, it just means listening.
It means walking. It means lifting. It means sleeping. It means eating like you want a future. It means making good decisions for the people around you. It means drinking less of what makes you feel worse. You heard me. It makes drinking less of what makes you feel worse. And it means letting go of what your body keeps tightening around. Go feel your waist today. Yeah, go do some boring things today, because boring things compound in your brain. That's how you clean the mirror. Not with the filters on your Snapchat, your Instagram, on your phone, because you're thinking, I'm too fucking lazy to get off the couch, so I'm just going to add a filter to make myself feel good. Really? Yeah. Look at the patterns of your behavior. You cannot blur your way into health, period. You cannot capture your way into energy, period. You cannot fake your way into alignment, period. You know how I know? I don't know, but your body fucking knows. And eventually it's going to show it. Go look in the mirror today and don't hate it. Don't hate the mirror today, because you hate the mirror, you hate yourself. I invite you to go love yourself. The first thing you want to do today is walk up to that mirror and say, I love you. I love you. Use that mirror. Let it tell you the truth while you still have time to respond to that mirror. Because there's going to be a day, there's going to be a fucking day where you don't have time to respond to that mirror, because your body is a mirror that you just can't fucking blur. And hey, if all you motherfuckers die, I don't got a show. So guys, go look in the fucking mirror. Because in the second half, that mirror might be one of the greatest gifts that you fucking have. All right. I looked at my own mirror last week. I didn't like how I looked. I didn't like how I felt. So this monologue, y'all think it was for you? You're wrong. It was for me. What are you guys doing today? You looking in the mirror? Yep. I hope you do. I hope you felt that energy, because it was for you. Coming over to the comments, bullshit Professor Johnny, lots of love for Petro, man. That mirror is essential. Cheryl says another monologue. Thank you, Cheryl. Betty White played the sweet, naive, and kind-hearted Rose Nyland on the hit NBC sitcom The Golden Girls. Yes. And we compared her to Jennifer Aniston, both at 50. And then Will Ray says, damn, I needed to hear this. Business is good and my health has not been priority. Love you too, bro. Will, dude, I'm telling you right, man, you've made my day. If you're still here, Will, you've made my day by you hanging out with us. True story, man. Would love to grab a coffee with you. Seriously, would love to have a coffee with you sometime. And Sullivan says, yes, Blanche was Rue McClellan. I remember chewing sugarless gum. Helps with energy if you want to cap off the intake. I highly recommend Keith asking the tough questions that helps make a shift for change. Absolutely. Thanks, Sullivan. Awesome ending monologue. Smooth. I would have stuttered some. Thanks for the inspiration. Quiet time helps. Look in the mirror. It's true story, man. You know, what's our fuck Jimmy? I forgot we have a page, lookinmymirror.com. We're in the mirror selling business. Guys, the mirror is the most powerful tool we have. Like, forget the scale. Just go look in the mirror. And don't look at how fat you feel. Don't look at how big your waist might be. Look inside yourself. Look inside some of the decisions that you're making. And you know what? Here's an invitation. Don't try to fucking change it all today. If you leave my show today and you're like, okay, I heard some things that Bill has said, or heard some things that Anderson or Yossi said, and I kind of moved the needle. Well, my invitation for you is this. Don't try to go from 0 to 1,000 all in one day. Maybe today you're like, nah, you know what? Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going to wake up the same time tomorrow that I waked up today. Or maybe today's the day you decide to go have a little more water. Maybe today's the day you decide to go for a walk. Neiman, you got it for that walk yet, my girl? Speaking to my team. If my team's not taking care of their bodies, I don't got a team. I'm fucking serious. And that's one thing that I don't think us as business leaders can do enough, is to encourage our folks, encourage our people to get moving, to be healthy, because I want healthy colleagues. I don't want people calling in sick going, I'm sick. Well, fuck, man, get moving. Take care of your health. Yeah, true story. Your teeth? That's a whole other conversation. Sorry, Neiman. All right, guys, a lot of fun this week. A big show this week. I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with us all week on the big show we call Mornings in the Lab with Keith, John, and Friends. Woo! Coming up next week, another big week of shows. Yes. Hey, do you guys miss me on the weekends? Just wondering. I miss you all. No. I do. I miss the energy of spending a couple hours every single morning with you guys. It's a wonderful way to start the day. So listen, we're going to get out of here. Oh, I think I should. So I took the time to write or collaborate or pull together or create the outro. I probably should maybe pull it together for us and have some fun with us. You guys like Yossi Ginsburg today? Man, it was just me. Jimmy, Melissa, Kai, I hope I get a hat from Yossi. I fucking love that hat, man. It's an awesome hat. It was kind of pointy, though. It was a little bit pointy. My head doesn't point that way, so I don't know if it's going to fit that well. I got a big head. So I noticed his head was kind of like pointy, so we'll see. Yeah. Anyways, let's go. Let's rock and roll out of here. It's going to sound like this. There we go. Dwayne Whitaker, I appreciate you, man. Awesome show. I thank you. We try really hard, really, really, really hard to put on a good show here for you guys. That's it's hard. It's hard to explain sometimes, actually, when I do this, because it's is it a compliment, Jimmy? Pointy head? Well, I noticed the shape. Like I noticed it was like a cone head almost. It was like I'm just thinking if you have like a big skull, the hat probably doesn't look as good. So it probably fits like on a pointier head instead. I don't know. Just yeah. I got so much to say right now, but I just don't even know what to say. I'm just not going to say it, Jimmy. No, I'm just going to keep it in. I do want Yossi back, though. No. Neiman's 5 letters. Don't. Okay. She's been around me long enough to say don't. No, okay, I won't. I won't say it. I will say this, though. To all the folks that we are talking about doing live shows and bringing shows to the network, I'm really having a hard time communicating to all of you that there's a way to go about doing this. And what I mean by that is it's finding a way to lean into the comfort of being, an exaggerated version of yourself. And that's how you bring the entertainment fun factor. I've been working with some folks that, holy fuck, are they boring? I'm just putting it on the table, man. Sorry, Neiman. Not mentioning names. Boring. So I know we got to work hard to get folks to be a little more entertaining and get them stepping outside of the box. Yeah, exactly, Neiman, 100%. And a guy like Dwayne Whitaker comes on our show as our co-host, guest host, not boring. No, it brings energy, brings laughter, brings hand gestures. That's the kind of stuff that I hope folks can just kind of lean into and be okay for a little while. Just have some fun, just be cool, and so forth. So, all right, I always said to myself, and I said to everybody, when I find that I'm talking and saying nothing, it's time to get the fuck out of here. Yeah. True story. So I'll leave you with this, boys. My invitation is this. Go look in the mirror today. Yeah. And when I ask you to look in the mirror, don't look at the mirror for your body. Look at the mirror for your brain. And then ask yourself how you're feeling. And then what decision comes next. Don't beat yourself up. Because the beating yourself up is not going to help anything. Maybe today's the day, just go for a walk. Then you go a little bit longer tomorrow. You make some healthy food choices today. Maybe make a healthy food choice tomorrow. And listen, if self-sabotaging behavior enters the flow over the weekend, again, don't beat yourself up. Get back on the horse. Get up. Get after it. There's always grace in beginning again. I'm the Handsome Chief on behalf of Petro, on behalf of Anderson, Kai, Jimmy, Melissa, Dwayne, Will Ray, Sullivan, Holroyd, Rico, Roofy, Cheryl, man, everybody out there in the community, I fucking appreciate all of you guys with so much love. Lauren, I love you too. We'll see you guys on Monday on the big show, 7:30 with Roofy, 8 o'clock with myself and Johnny. Mornings in the lab with Keith, John, and friends.